I'm going to sing a song like a poem. Actually, that's the poem of RabinderNath Tagore, who have taken born in May 7, 1861, and ended the journey of his life in 1941. It's a beautiful poem I'm going to sing for you, where the mind is without fear and the head is held high, where knowledge is free, where the world has not been broken up into fragments by narrow domestic walls, where words came out from the depth of truth, where tireless striving stretches its arms toward perfection, where the clear stream of reason has not lost its way into the dreary desert sand of deed habits, where the mind is led forward by thee into ever winding thought and action, into that heaven of freedom, my Father. Let my country awake. This is the poem about patriotic poem, you can say that. Rabindernath Tagore have written the national anthem for us. And obviously, he was a true patriot for India. About the poem, we can say that it's a composition of Bengali, possibly 1900, under the title Prathna, meaning prayer. It appeared in the volume called Naipadya in 1901. So the poem was written. India was under the British rule at that time, and people were eagerly waiting to get their freedom from the British rule. The poem is written in form of a prayer to God, the Almighty, for a true freedom for our country, India. The prayer is addresses to God. He prays to God to lead his country to the heaven of freedom. He wants his country to be a place where the mind is without fear. He wants his country should be a place where head is held high, a place free from narrow prejudices of caste and religion. In his country, reason should dominate the deed habit of tradition. He wants his country to be free in every sense. Rabindernath Tagore, the poet laureate from Bengal, who was the first Asian to win the Nobel Prize in 1913. In English translation of Gitanjali, which is a collection of some devotional poems, he was not only a great poet but also a musician and artist, an activist and novelist, a philosopher, a good human being, a freedom fighter, and what not. But none of the writers earned as much fame as Tagore did with his collection of poems Gitanjali. This is what I am going to tell to all of you about Rabindernath Tagore, and the poem I sang in initial of my short I am going to write in description for all of you. So we are going to remember the Rabindernath Tagore like this by poem, and it's the syllabus of communication of B.Tech style.